Here. Walt Pace.
Here.
Here.
Bob McAfee.
Here.
David Butler.
Here.
Roger Spencer.
Here.
LaDonna Allen.
Here.
Will you all please stand and join me in our pledge of allegiance on the invocation? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Would you pray? Gracious God, we come to you this evening for another Carl Junction Alderman meeting. Sorry. We give you all the glory and the honor and acknowledge you as our creator and provider of all things. You know all things, and we humbly ask for your wisdom. God, as we begin this meeting, we ask that you would guide our thoughts and our actions so that we may guide and direct the community that you've entrusted to us. Please help us to make all decisions according to your will and your character. It's in your most holy name we pray. Amen.
Thank you, Rick. Next is approval of the agenda. Any comments or corrections to the agenda?
Make a motion, we approve the agenda today.
Second.
Motion by Roger Spencer, second by Donna Allen to approve the agenda as presented. All those in favor, please signify by raising your right hand. Affirmative. The agenda is approved. Next is the approval of the consent agenda, which is approval of the minutes of the previous meeting on May 21st and the approval of disbursements. Were there any comments, questions, or changes to the consent agenda?
I do have a quick question
Sure.
first. There's an expenditure on there under general fund for KAB for light repairs. Is that repairs to the work we just had done not too long ago that we got through the Empire Fund?
I know it's this building, but I don't remember what it is off the top of my head.
That was to replace the timer on the outdoor basketball court.
Okay, that's all I had. I just wanted to make sure nothing had happened with our new. And there was a couple on there, one under the PD and I think one under Waterworks that said something about cleared after something, but it cut off.
Those were bank reconciliation items.
Anyway, that's all I had. I move that we approve the consent agenda.
Second.
Motion by Donna Allen, second by Walter Hayes to approve the consent agenda as presented. All those in favor, please signify by raising your right hand. Affirmative. Consent agenda is approved. Next is public forum. Anyone want to speak in public forum? Okay, if you wait just a second, I'll read this and come on up. All persons wishing to speak to the mayor and board of Alderman during the public comment portion of the meeting should come forward one at a time and stand at the podium and state your name and address and the subject matter you wish to comment upon. All comments should be directed to the mayor in a civil manner. Comments are limited to 5 minutes unless the mayor or board of Alderman grants additional time. It is the mayor's responsibility to maintain certain these rules are followed and to maintain order and decorum. If you have a question, the mayor and board of Alderman may, of course, provide an immediate response. However, the mayor and board of Alderman may also provide no response or response at a later time as they deem appropriate. Please.
Good evening. My name is Michael Moore. I live at 801 Delaney. I used to live in Carl Junction back in 08, 9, 10, 11. Moved away, came back for grandchildren. So currently I'm a retired engineer. Used to work at WG Bearings. My son and daughter-in-law live in the area. Their kids go to our schools. And I'm close to a full-time substitute teacher in your school system. So and I do K through 12. I really enjoy doing special ed. So I'm here today to request a little bit of information, let's call it transparency, on the regularly scheduled increases on our public utilities. So I noticed that recently the sewer rates went up. So I called in, talked to a nice lady, I forget who it was, might have been one of you. And she said, well, you know, if you look in the minutes, there's this ordinance amending chapter 720 usage share system. And I said, and she said, well, anybody that has any questions on these things, you know, look them up and ask. And I'm sitting there thinking to myself, why is this all coded to the public? Why can't, and I'm just asking respectfully, to think about informing the public of these rate increases as they occur. We've had, since the year and a half I've lived here, we've had 2 increases in the garbage fee. I was told that's a budgeted or a contracted 3.5%. This last month there was the sewer increase. 2.5 or 2 months ago there was a water rate increase. And okay, stuff happens, right? But why not be more transparent with the public? And when the bills go hey, next month, there's a X increase happening. It's the contracted garbage increase, or it's the water increase denoted by, whatever analysis came to that increase and so forth. So, I'm not saying Liberty is perfect, but recently they had an increase due to a big storm that happened a couple years ago, and also the dismantling of the Asbury Power Station. And they at least put that in one of their communications to their customers. So I'm just asking for y'all to consider being transparent, more transparent to the public, and informing the public of when these rate increases occur ahead of time and why they're occurring. Thank you.
Steve, got a comment?
No, I think that's a great idea.
Yeah, we have engineering firms do the
Yeah, the
calculations for us.
engineering does our sewer, and I'm not sure what the date is on the garbage one, so I'd have to, I didn't realize it went up.
Garbage is first of the year every year.
Yeah.
April.
Oh, is it April now? Oh, okay. Oh, that's because we calculate.
Yeah, I was thinking
to
it
the
was
end, that's right.
January.
And that's sewer too, isn't it? Sewer
Yeah,
goes
well,
in
there's
days.
been there's been 2 garbage, 1 sewer, 1.
Should have only been one garbage.
There's been 2.
Well, there's one this year.
One year this year, one last year.
Since I moved in.
Oh, okay.
Okay, okay.
I moved in
Yeah.
December of 22.
Okay,
Okay.
yes.
And
Yep.
being a
23 and
former
24.
engineer, engineers like spreadsheets, I track everything.
So,
And I noticed, oh, what's this?
so every April, you can expect a trash one, because
Yeah.
that's in the contract from.
Sure. But again, why not just tell the community
Yeah,
a month ahead of time in the bill, because we get the bills electronically, right? Say, hey,
Some people
Some
do.
people do.
You're one of
However,
the- if you get it electronically, you're one of the smart ones.
okay, however you communicate to the public, just include that information in there. People are gonna say, okay, I don't like it, but at least I know, rather than
That's a good idea.
some of these little blips are hidden so much that I have a problem detecting them. And I'm
Sure.
an engineer, so. But yeah, thank you for listening.
Sure. Thank you for bringing that up. Anyone else like to speak at public forum? Last call for public forum. Very well then, we'll move right along to reports. First is the administration report. Any comments for the city administrator?
the June 25th meeting with Senator Carter is at Joplin Chamber to talk about MoDOT issues from 9 to 11. So the mayor is invited, and I was invited. And those are the 3 things that I submitted to them that have been most recent discussions, of course, with the high school intersection, the prioritization process, with how they've handled some of the money for I-44, and it has not went anywhere else. And then also maintenance along Z Highway. They don't do a very good job of taking care of, those are the 3 items. There can be more. If you can think of something, drop me a note, and I'll add it onto the list. We also have, I'm just going to do it right now. Senator Carter will be here at our next meeting at 6:30. She just wanted to meet with you guys. Shake hands, introduce.
There's no real agenda per se. She just wanted to touch base and see if there's anything that we needed. She might be able to help us with.
I requested she come last year on their break.
You know when the meeting is on
Glad to see
25th?
she's coming.
9 o'clock.
9 o'clock. I may be able to make it. I have a dental appointment.
Okay. Or if I can ring the mayor pro tem to be there for it.
On the 25th?
Yeah.
I can probably go to that. If you don't want to.
I'm good either way.
Well, and if you're addressing the school, it would be
I'd like to
germane
talk
to the
about that
conversation.
intersection.
Let Holly go.
Anything else for the city administrator?
Okay, Holly and I will go to,
I got one thing, saw your deal you sent to Liberty again on the meters. No response yet, I'm sure.
no, that was just today that I sent
Is that today? I
Or
read
was
it.
that yesterday?
I think it was yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday.
Okay.
We had asked for what the different things on the meter meant when the meter changed screens, basically, because it's digital. And what she sent back was meter readings.
That was after a follow-up, email and actually a couple follow-up.
Couple of
Right,
follow-up.
not those.
No, we want to know how to read the meter. We don't care about the meter reading. I've got
Can you
those.
set up like a phone call with her or something, or?
Field trip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still want to put a meter on ours and on theirs before they go to that meter there. See exactly how much we're using on each one. So I think we're getting ripped off.
Well, and this has been,
I'm
what,
thinking
6
I probably
months or
just not
something
do
we've
it.
been trying to get a.
Yeah. At least 6 months.
At least.
Find out her. give
Can,
her boss.
I was gonna say, can you just go to Liberty, walk, or set up an appointment with somebody there?
Need somebody besides her.
Yeah. I'm sure, I mean,
Have a manufacturer.
Probably take care off if I could catch.
Well, we got a deal from the manufacturer with a different type meter. Looks almost identical to it, but it's not.
That's like, we found it on YouTube or something.
That's what I found.
That's where we
on
found
YouTube. Yeah,
But it's not the same.
not quite the same.
Anything else from the city administrator? If not, we'll move on to department reports. Let's see, what's the first one I got here? I think I got the first one I have here is the PD. Anything for the chief? Nothing for the chief? Chief, want to say anything? Oh, Holly wants to say something first.
Are the digital tickets?
They went live today. There was a few hiccups right early in the morning. Had to do some updates on the laptops for the program. But after that, as far as I know, they're working fine. We still have to wait and see if the court access to the portal to the courts and everything, once they start getting entered, make sure they go through, which was where we had all the problems with the previous company.
Yeah, I got your fingers crossed.
Managed.
Anything you want to say otherwise?
After today, with all the applicants, I have one for sure that I'll request to have at the next council meeting, and there could be 2 to 4. There's one that will give me an answer this week. There's another one that takes his post-test on the Monday before the next council meeting. And there's one that just got his post-certification reactivated today, so still waiting to get the written request out to the mayor and the city administrator, and I'll do that next week. So anywhere from 1 to 4 people next time.
That's great.
Good deal.
Okay. Anything else? Yes, Carol.
How did the 20-mile-an-hour speed limit signs do this weekend in Brown Brook?
That I don't know. I will say that we had an officer who typically works days that wound up in the hospital Friday afternoon, or Thursday afternoon, I'm sorry, and was not released till Saturday. So where we typically would have had double coverage, we had one officer to answer calls, and so I don't know how the signs did or the speed limit did it. He didn't spend much time out there, so.
Oh, I have a question. A while back, we had a citizen come in who was concerned about the speed on Joplin and Allen streets. Were we thinking about putting a speed thing out there? Ever?
We've set the speed trailer out there a couple of times, did speed studies as usual. There's 2 or 3 speeders. The rest of them, because the houses are so close there,
Yeah.
close to the road, it looks like people are flying when they're really not. There are kids there every year. Tell the officers, make sure you slow down, make sure you watch the streets. Because of that, now the school's out and everything. But I mean, yeah, again, we do sit there sometimes. We'll probably wind up putting the speed trailer out again sometime this summer. It's a yearly deal, so.
Thank you.
That it? We'll move along then into Public Works. Anything for Jay? Looks like we've gone way up in shut-offs again. So, other than that, Jay, you need to say anything? All righty, anything else for Jay? All right, we don't have a treasurer's report or a building inspector's report. They'll be in next meeting. So we'll move on to committee reports. Budget and Finance.
We had a joint meeting between Budget and Finance and Public Facilities at 6 o'clock tonight. And we have put in some suggestions and our plans to allocate the ARPA funding, which everybody will get at the next meeting for us to vote on it. And on an unrelated note, but just to clear up, I don't even know where some of the confusion and stories come from, but the budget does not include 3 new Teslas for the police department. And they do not spend $500 every 2 days on fuel. That is also not budgeted. So I just wanted to put that out there because there has been discussion in the community and we are not ordering 3 new Teslas for the police department at this time. That is all I have.
All right, anything else for budget? I'm gonna skip down to Public Facilities since you guys had a joint meeting.
Yeah, as LaDon mentioned, we had a joint meeting prior to this meeting and came to consensus on a few projects that have been on the books for a while that should allow those to proceed to completion. There'll be specific cost estimates for consideration by the full board at the next meeting, but what we're recommending is completing the Veterans Lighting Memorial upgrade with the assistance from Liberty as far as the lay run installation, completing the Four Oaks basketball court project, and then allocating a certain amount, $3,000 to finish the Country Club Dog Park after the fencing's installed. So those will be brought to the full board again next meeting.
Anything else for Public Works? Most of you were here for most of that. Public Facilities, yeah, that's true. All right then, we'll go to Code and Nuisance, Rick.
Is it building permits we need to have a meeting on? I forget we were supposed to do
Next week or when?
next week before the meeting. Okay, so just 30 minutes, good?
I think Joel Carter was gonna be here.
Oh, is that next week?
Gonna do it from 6 to 6:30?
Sure.
Not really.
Yes, that'll be perfect. Anybody else? And then, that's all I have.
Okay, anything else for Rick? Human Resources, Roger?
Nothing.
Anything for Roger? Very well then, we'll move on to unfinished business. Holly?
Does anybody have any thoughts about the logos that we sent out? We never got together to discuss that.
I like 1B better than I did A.
Yeah, I thought we'd go with the second set. The first set reminds me of Love City.
Yeah,
It just looked,
Did anybody have any strong feelings like against it or?
I just, my only thing was like she said, and I told you to ixnay on the blue.
Yeah.
But I don't know, is that just like some marketing material, logo kind of stuff?
Yeah, she's a graphic designer and she put those together. That's all for me.
All right. Bob?
Nothing.
Rick?
Well, this is
Unfinished?
unfinished. I should have brought up what with Jay. On the corner, not corner, on Pinnell, between the houses of 902 and 904, we're seeing bushes that are pretty close to Pinnell Street. And like when you pull up on Angel Lee, so you take a left or right out of there, you can't see the oncoming traffic if you stop at the line that we recently painted.
902.
Yeah, right between 902 and 904.
Get trimmed up.
That it?
That's all I have.
Roger?
No.
Well, I think is, anybody's been out at Lakeside Park, that logo the school did? for us on that building. That looks really good. They did a
Yeah.
fantastic job.
Nice
They really did. It looks really good. I appreciate that. That's all I have. LaDonna,
Nothing.
David?
Nothing.
Walter?
No, sir.
Carol?
No.
Mr. Talley? Elena?
No, sir.
Crystal? Steve?
No, sir.
Jay? Mark? New business. Carol?
Yes. In the fitness center room, the north wall is glass all the way across. And in the evening, you can't stand to be in there. The glare is so bad. And it heats that whole room up. I'd like to see about if we could put film or something on it to kind of cut the glare.
I can check it out.
Okay. Anything else? Anything else? Oh, Walter?
No, sir.
David?
No, sir.
Madonna?
No, sir.
I have nothing.
Nothing.
Rick?
No, sir.
Bob?
No, sir.
Holly?
Yes.
Mr. Talley? Elena?
Yes.
Ooh.
Oh,
I need to,
I screwed up. I had to, and I might get over. Go on ahead. I'm sorry. I'll hit
I
you.
need to get approval to add Renee Lansauce to the Show Me Sports bank account. Currently, we have Tracy, which is the court clerk of Novo, Mary Beth, and actually the building inspector, because this is a bank account that I'm not allowed to be on. So we need to take Tracy off and we need to put Renee on, but I need approval to do that.
So we need a motion.
So moved.
Yes.
Second.
Seconded. Motion by Donna, and second by Rick Flynn to put
Renee.
Renee on the, what is it? Show me courts
Show Me
thing.
Sports bank account.
All those in favor, please signify by raising your right hand. 8, affirmative. Okay. You got to be okay. Anything else?
That's it.
Crystal? Steve?
No, sir.
Jay?
I was just gonna say that, Ace Pipe Cleaning's in town now doing the sewer lines in Cameron. They found a fiber optic line today and surveying on the branch, and Optic's gonna have a crew come in and fix it.
Okay. Well, at least they're gonna fix it. AT&T didn't want to fix theirs, so we found that one. That it? Mark?
Nope.
Well, let's go back to committee assignments, and let's go to economic development, since I had economic development covered up, and I thoroughly apologize for
No
that.
problem. I put a handout on everybody's, or Elena put it out for everybody. This is just like a quick handout that we can share with businesses, some stats about the town, and then we'll have the further marketing guide besides this.
Anything else for Holly?
Bless you.
Thank you.
Is there any other business before the council?
Move we adjourn.
Second.
Mr. Don Allen, second by Girl Wolford to be adjourned. All those in favor, please signify by raising your right hand. Affirmative, we are adjourned. Thank all of you for attending.
Now that I figured out where